The most important camera accessory to me is always going to be the strap. I have two. I have this little rope strap right here that's always attached to my camera, and I have this handy little wrist strap that goes in the bottom of my optional add-on base plate. The problem with them is that they always tend to get in each other's way, and I can never really use them both to the fullest extent. Take the neck strap. I mean, it's perfect for just casually walking around town and hanging it around your neck, but as soon as your camera starts to actually weigh something, it's gonna start swinging around, giving you like a little bit of a neck cramp. I don't know, it's not great. This is pretty much the only reason why I don't bring it for those longer, fast-paced set shoots, where I need to be able to drop the camera at a moment's notice, but it's just not comfortable doing so. What I will bring it for is maybe I want to stabilize it, but I don't want to have a tripod with me. Or I do want to kind of sling it on my neck or something, and I don't have room to put anything else on. It's kind of like a little bit of everything, but it doesn't really excel at anything. That's kind of the one problem with it. Now, the wrist strap is kind of the exact opposite. It's great for those involved situations where you want to have complete freedom with your camera. I mean, it's bound to my wrist, it's basically invisible, and I don't really notice having to deal with the camera at all when it's doing that. It's transparent in a sense, but the one problem is when I want to put the camera down, suddenly I'm basically screwed. I mean, I cannot have a camera just swinging from my arm like this. Therein lies the problem with both of these solutions. I need the portability and the hands-free nature of the neck strap with the freedom and the transparency of the wrist strap, all while being more secure than either of them and keeping my camera safe.
Now, there isn't really a perfect solution to this, but I think I got pretty close. This right here is the Peak Design Capture Clip V3, and I think I love it.
The first thing you're going to notice is just the weight of the thing. This is a premium constructed piece of equipment right here. I really like how it feels in my hand, even if it's not really going to be in my hand, just because it makes me feel a little bit better about me hanging my really expensive camera off of it. The way it works is super simple. You're just going to be attaching your camera to the top of this like a tripod. This is like a little tripod base plate if you think about it. You're going to slide your camera like that, and it's locked in. It's not getting in it. It's not moving. You're good. All right. Then when you want to release it, all you got to do is hold the button down and then push the camera out of the top or the side or however you're mounting it. Now, the nice thing about this little plate right here is that it is technically omnidirectional. So you could mount it basically any way you want, and whatever way you want, it's going to go into this plate.
Yes.
Guys, it's not working.
You can get it working.
Oh, it's not screwed in. Okay, that's one problem. It is actually omnidirectional though, so you can basically mount it however you want, like this way, or like this way, or however way you want. It's really nice. If you can see over here, this little button thing right here, nice stiff spring. It can twist, so it actually locks if you want. That just keeps a little bit of extra security in your mind. If you really don't want your camera coming out, you just twist it, it's not going anywhere. It's really nice. There is like a little bit of give with the clip itself, and that did concern me in the beginning, but I think it actually is a good compromise between allowing the clip to just slide in from basically any angle and still having a good amount of rigidity to it. So I think the give is actually kind of essential to making this whole thing work. If it was like super like tightly machined, I don't think it would slide in nearly as many times as it does.
Now, one thing I really hope they do in the future is maybe include this in with the base package of the capture clip. This is the Pro Pad, and all it really does is essentially allow you to hang the capture clip off of your belts and kind of lower it down a little bit so it's a lot more comfortable to wear against your thigh. And it also provides a little bit of a cushion on the back so that when your camera's kind of against your thigh, it's a little bit more comfortable.
All of this took care of the hands-free portability requirement, but I still needed something that would deal with the stability side of things. And to solve that, it took a couple of different solutions put together. The first thing is kind of optional. It's just this little screw-on hand grip right here. My camera is kind of small, and so when I'm shooting vertically, it tends to want to slip out of my hand. If your camera is more of like a pro body, like, I don't know, like a G9 or like a more pro SLR style, you won't have to deal with this. What I would recommend either way is maybe just putting on like a little clutch, or again, a wrist strap. Now, I always recommend putting it at the bottom of your camera as opposed to the top, because for me, the wrist strap is all about peak transparency. I do not want to touch any material at the top here. When I have a rope strap, kind of just how you have to do it because you want it to hang like this. But with the wrist strap, that's not what I'm going for here. Now, if you don't have a little lug right here at the bottom of your base plate or whatever, you can also just put it attached via your Peak Design little like base plate thing. And they have these little lugs that you can attach it to as well. So that works perfectly. Overall, this is a perfect setup for people who are going to be expected to use both of their hands at a moment's notice without compromising their camera. I've seen this mainly advertised for people who are going to be like hiking and doing some more active lifestyle stuff, maybe clipped onto like a backpack strap or something. And I think it's great for that. I think it's wonderful, but I just think it's so good for people who are in my exact situation, which is just being an onset armorer as well as a photographer. Thank you for watching. This is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I just got really excited when I started using this thing, and I kind of wanted to share it with you guys because I think it's a really good solution for people like me and maybe like you too. If you liked it, like, subscribe, whatever. See you next time. There we go.